The second she laughed, the room went dead silent. Not a polite chuckle, a full, sharp laugh that froze everyone. Then she said it. Wow, that's the most broke dreamer idea I've ever heard. In that moment, I realized something worse than the joke itself. It wasn't strangers doubting me. It was the one person I trusted the most turning me into the punchline. And that dinner changed everything. I had been buzzing all day, not the casual, "Oh, that's interesting" buzz. The kind that comes when you've been quietly building something in your head for months and finally feel ready to share it. We were at a small dinner with two other couples. Takeout, wine, cozy low conversation. Someone asked the classic, "So, what's new with everyone?" I hesitated, then spoke up. "I've been working on a startup idea." Everyone leaned in. I explained it, a simple platform to help small local businesses manage online orders and deliveries affordably. Before I even finished, she laughed, loud, like I'd told the funniest joke of the night, and that laugh would echo in my mind for years to come. She added, "That's cute, but that sounds like something a broke dreamer would come up with." The room froze. Friends looked down at their plates, awkwardly silent. The ride home was suffocatingly silent. At home, I asked, "Why would you say that? In front of everyone?" She shrugged. "I was just being honest." Honest. That word haunted me in the months to come. Small comments turned into arguments. Doubt crept in, hers and mine. Some nights I'd stare at my laptop asking myself, what if she's right? What if this is just a dumb idea? Still, that humiliation lit a quiet fire inside me. Months later, the marriage ended. Not with screaming or drama, just cold finality. Divorce papers signed, boxes packed, door closed. She left, believing she'd escaped a sinking ship. I was left alone, with an idea everyone thought was ridiculous. The first year post-divorce? Brutal. I poured everything, time, energy, savings, into the startup. First version? Total failure. Users hated it. Investors rejected it politely or bluntly. Emails became routine. Interesting concept, but not scalable. Not a strong market opportunity. Bank account shrinking. Nights in a tiny apartment staring at the ceiling. That laugh from dinner? Echoed. For a moment, quitting seemed easier, but something shifted. Instead of rage, I got quiet, focused, methodical. I rebuilt the product, scrapped systems, started over, again and again. No one knew, not even those who laughed at me that night. Years passed. Slowly, things started clicking. Version 4 finally worked. One small retailer tried it, then another. Word spread. Orders increased. A small investor reached out. Not a VC, just someone who believed. That belief changed everything. Employees joined. First one, then 5. What started on a laptop in a cramped apartment became a real office, a team, clients in multiple cities. By the time the company really took off, I wasn't trying to prove anyone wrong anymore. I felt something better. Peace. Quiet confidence. The kind that doesn't need applause. Then, one random Tuesday, an email stopped me cold. It was her. My ex-wife. Polished resume. Professional. Polite. "Hello. I recently heard about your company's growth and would love to be considered for an open position. My experience in operations and administration could be valuable to your team." No mention of the past. No acknowledgement. Just professionalism. 5 years ago, she laughed at my idea. Now, she was applying to work for the company built from it. What would you do if someone who doubted you wanted to work for you? I considered ignoring the email. Not out of anger, just because that chapter felt far away. Eventually, I replied, calm, simple, honest. "Thank you for your interest in the company. Unfortunately, the position has already been filled. I wish you the best in your search." No lecture, no revenge speech. Just closure. I closed my laptop and realized the real victory wasn't the company, or the growth, or the employees, or even success. The real victory? I no longer needed validation from someone who once doubted me, and that is a powerful place to be. That's why I share stories like this on The Mental Grand, because moments like that dinner happen to a lot of people. Someone laughs at your idea, mocks your ambition, calls you unrealistic. But they don't see the late nights, the failures, the stubborn determination quietly building something bigger than anyone's opinion. If this story resonates, consider subscribing. There are plenty more real comeback stories coming your way. And if you thought this story was wild, check out my previous video, Boss Bought Wrong Company, Biggest Corporate Fail. Another story about someone underestimated and how life flipped the script years later. Link in description. You won't want to miss it. Sometimes the people laughed at first are the ones writing the ending later.